So, inspired by a junior blogger over there and her incredibly bleak yarn about the loss of innocence.
You're all gonna write about firsts.
Yes, anger management.
First, what?
How about the first time you got an A in my class? Oh, wait, that never happened.
What if we haven't had sex yet? What do we write about?
Open your ears, American Psycho. I did not say you had to write about losing your virginity. No one wants to hear about your misadventures with Madison.
Who?
Your blow-up girlfriend.
I don't have a... Her name is Amy.
Yes.
Am I done with the assignment?
You used something that you wrote a year ago. That's not writing. It's called reading.
So, should I expand on my story?
You could if I wasn't completely out of scotch. You already wrote the gritty, tenebrous reality. Now write what you thought your first time would be. Write the fantasy.
I see you're on the writer's diet. When he wrote, F. Scott Fitzgerald took fudge and coffee breaks.
Well, then that's the only thing Fitzgerald and I have in common because I've been staring at a blank page for 2 days.
You're on fire at the reading. Just take what you wrote and make it sexy.
I'm trying to, but I can only remember the real thing. It's the image that's stuck in my head.
So let it go. Close your eyes. Or don't. Think back to what it was like before Matty kissed you. Or the first time he touched you. Before you knew anything about him, you had memorized his smile, the color of his eyes, how he always smelled of chlorine and sunscreen, of summer. And when he finally looked at you, he could live off that smile for a week. But nothing could compare to the first time he touched you. It was like you were the only two people on Earth, and you couldn't stand the thought of ever being away from him again. See? You got this.
But it wasn't the ice he used to numb my pain. It was his kiss. The first kiss, I'd read on, but I don't want Kyle's head to explode here. Miss Hamilton, you were supposed to write the fantasy?
It was my turn to get called out. Mr. Hart had a built-in BS detector. He knew it wasn't a redo of the original.
But this feels real. Maybe the story wasn't real, but the chemistry you created between those two arguably precious characters was palpable.
I was convinced my Colin obsession wasn't a threat to my relationship. But if it felt real on paper, maybe it was real off of it.
You're making the rest of us look bad. Oh, you got an eyelash. Make a wish.
I wished what was happening wasn't. I had taken all the blame for the sexy movies in my head, but it turns out my fantasies weren't just one-sided. Colin was egging it on. He was the one who had opened up Pandora's box, not me. I had no idea who Pandora was, but her box needed to stay closed so nobody else's box would open.